and welcome to my channel again, TorAthena, where today I'm doing my weekly comic review. This week was a nice, easy week. There were 5 issue ones I picked up. I pretty much enjoyed them all, which does make it hard when I'm doing my top picks for this week. But overall, it was a nice, quiet week. It wasn't financially strenuous. There was a nice amount to read, and I enjoyed them all. So it was a pleasant week. But shall we get on with the reviewing? Let's go. Cry Havoc by Image Comics. I promise I did read the comic, but for some reason, while I've been setting up this room, I've lost the comic. A young lady has developed a special ability to transform into a wild beast. Now she has to decide whether she wants to keep it or remove it, and how far exactly she's willing to go to get what she wants done. Prose! The art is just incredible. It's bold, it's colourful. It kind of reminds me of the art in Broken Sword, the video game, and I just love it. The relationship between everyone in the comics is very realistic. The dynamic is really good. The speech is organic. The actual relationship she has with her girlfriend is just a relationship I think most people really want. It's not romantic, but it's real. I just love it. Cons. The narration itself towards the plot can be a bit heavy at times, a little bit confusing, and it kind of comes across sometimes as a bit too try hard. But at the back of this comic is a great bonus content where the author has annotated every page by page, and you can tell by the way he writes even then that maybe that is actually just his style of writing in general, and he's not actually trying too hard. That's just how he thinks. Overall, I will at least be picking up issue 2 of this comic because it looks really interesting. It captures my attention and I want to see where it goes. Victorie City by IDW. A cop trying to do right by his city is trying to clean out all the crooked cops while a warped serial killer is on the loose. Prose! The raw emotion in these characters is tangible. It is absolutely brilliant when you're reading every single page and you feel everything that they're even feeling, even insanity. The killer seems so interesting, like as a character, you want to learn more about this killer. And the dirty art goes hand in hand with the dirty, gritty story. It's perfect. Cons. Although I loved the art for this story and I still think it was perfectly matched, the art was a little too crude at times and you didn't know what was going on 100%. Overall, I need to keep reading this comic. This is something that could easily be a film or a TV show. I want to keep reading. And it's pick of the week, and it's Old Man Logan by Marvel Comics. Little bit of backstory. Old Man Logan, the graphic novel written by Mark Millar, is in my top 5 graphic novels, and so I was excited when this came out. I didn't read the Secret Wars Old Man Logan, and so I was a bit worried initially that I wouldn't know what was going on with this, but as far as I can tell, it's kind of ignoring Secret Wars because everything it relates to I remember from the graphic novel. Old Man Logan is back from the future. Finally retrieving his memories, he goes seeking vengeance on everyone who does wrong in the future in the hope to prevent the wasteland from happening. Prose! Even though it isn't by Mark Millar, Jeff Lemire has done a fantastic job picking up the pieces. The epic fights that are about to unfold should be the most epic fights I've ever seen. Plus, the art is the style we loved from the original story. So if you liked or at least enjoyed Old Man Logan, you're gonna equally love this comic just as much. Cons. One of my only biggest gripes about this comic is the adverts. Although I do have to give a shout out to the breast cancer awareness advert in the comic. Not so much for the advert itself, but more just the fact that it kind of hit me how much comics are evolving towards its client base. I remember picking up comics from the 80s and there was war adverts and it was really bad. I thought it was very male targeted, the adverts, and I think it's really awesome that Marvel and DC are very much aware now that it's not just men reading comics, it's women too, which is awesome. Overall, this screams everything I loved about the original Old Man Logan, and if I could only subscribe to one comic this week, it would be this one. I have to keep reading it, and you need to read it too. Well, thank you so much for watching this week. I'm sorry that the editing is a little bit more rough and you haven't seen this stunning face. that's so tired today. More, but I have a lot to film today. I've got a lot to get done and I have to get it done by tonight. So I had to do a slightly lazier version of filming. But funny story, it was so there'd be less outtakes and I just had just as much trouble reading off the pieces of paper instead of learning the lines anyway. So, lesson learned. Well, what do you think of the comics? Are there any comics there that you have already picked up that you're gonna read? Did I sell them to you? Let me know. Comment below. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel because it always makes my day, so much so. And this is the first one where I get to acknowledge thank you so much for helping me reach 1,000 subscribers. If you haven't checked it out already, I've put a little extra video in of bloopers and outtakes. There were more, but when I lost all the stuff on my laptop, half of the bloopers were on there. I was heartbroken, but it's still quite funny. I look like a tit. Go and laugh at it. Well, thank you for watching and I'll see you very soon. Take care. Bye bye.